we're gonna fly.
Hello ladies, gentlemen, and peoples alike, it's Martian Fusion and it's time for the video. So today I am playing on Minepurist and I am going to clear out this area because this looks like a great place to build a house. It's 2017 and there's nothing really big going on this month because everyone knows January is the most boring month of the year. So I figure I should be able to get plenty of Minepurist in this month. And I plan on keeping the schedule. I'm actually still not sure what I'm going to be doing on Fridays, because, I don't know, on Saturdays, just because I'm really not feeling Battlefront anymore. It's had, like, terrible reception, so apparently you guys don't like it. And I'm not going to make something that no one wants to watch, just because it's not the main reason I make videos. Getting views is never the main reason. If that is the main reason you're making videos, you're doing it wrong. But it's you know, making stuff that people enjoy and, you know, people liking it. Not like thumbs up likes, like, you know, enjoying it and, you know, stuff like that. And also just the creative outlet that this gives me. So, you know, if people aren't enjoying what I'm making, then I'm probably doing something wrong. So, I'm not sure. I tried to record Counter-Strike, but for whatever reason, it just slugged my computer. Like, my frame rate dropped from probably, I don't know, probably in the somewhere between 30 and 60 probably, to, it was probably like 10 FPS, and that's just unusable and competitive. And it's still, you're not going to get good footage even if you're in casual with that. So, not sure what I'm going to do there just yet. Now, I do have a ton of books. I got a ton of books for Christmas, and I also have a whole bookshelf full of them anyway. So, I might get into some book reviews and start doing those again, just because, you know, it's been a while, but they've all been relatively well received whenever I have done book reviews. Let's go ahead and make some stone axes, just in case I need to break wood, which I probably will at some point. So this build, it'll probably mostly be wood, but there'll surely be a little bit of other stuff. And let's go ahead and make some shovels, because I'm sure I'll need those at some point as well. Let's go ahead and clear off this up to about, I don't know, maybe 3 blocks away from that water, from that big puddle, so I can have a little bit more room. Yeah, let's have this as the cutoff point. And we can also cut it off, I'd say this far, over this way. And we can terraform it later, but we want to go ahead and have that room ready. And yeah, that'll be a good cutoff point. Okay, so I've lit up the area. We should be good to start building. I'm thinking maybe right here. Alright, so we've got the front door laid out. And we've got a good bit more in the works. Alright, and this part can kind of raise up some. I'm not quite sure what to do next. I need to get some more wood. But I think this is a good layout so far. So I'm thinking big bay windows over on this wall, that wall. That'll be some kind of tower. Maybe one on that wall. I severely underestimated the amount of supplies I was going to need for this. One moment. So I figured while I was going back to my current base to get supplies and stuff like that, I would show you my current base. So this has to be the most frustrating project I've ever done in Minecraft. It took me an entire day, like almost no breaks. A iron farm, but it doesn't work.
So you get nothing!
I think I'm a little short on villagers. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 2 on the other side. I have no idea what happened to them. I don't know if they escaped. I don't know if a mob somehow got their way up there and killed them, and then they despawned once they became zombies. But that's all the villagers I've got, and I think they might be breeding, but the problem is baby villagers can jump over all of that stuff, so I have to just hope that they don't fall down into the mob grinder. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm leaving. Also, just massive, ridiculous amounts of sugarcane planted, and over here I've got a whole pack of wolves, pretty much, along with some other chests and some melons growing, and then of course just all of those plants from the village growing. I've got stacks of golden carrots and stacks of bread and stacks of baked and raw potatoes. But I might actually, since there's so much acacia wood right here, right for the taking, I think I'm just going to completely destroy the village. And, oh yeah, and there's a skip. Skip. Move, skip. There we go. Yeah, there's skip. So I think I'm just going to completely destroy the village and take the acacia wood. And I don't think it'll be the full, like the main building block, but it will be a building block that I use a good bit. Alright, so I went and I cleared out a ton of acacia wood from the village, and also I remembered to turn on my texture pack that I've used pretty much every episode since I think, I don't know what, like 10 of season 1, something like that. Every episode of season 2, I believe, though. So I think it looks pretty good. I swapped out for acacia doors, the acacia stairs to go along with that, and I like the contrast. And also, by getting rid of all of those oak wood spikes, I was able to get quite a bit more oak wood. And I think I'm going to do another bay window here, and maybe a bay window right there. And then the rest could be filled in with whether it be oak wood, cobblestone, brown clay, something like that, though. But definitely gonna be something like that. I just wanted to give a quick update, though. So here we go. I went through and I actually changed it up a little bit and added 2 bay windows right there. I think that looked really good because the tower is going to be like in the middle of it. So you have like the bay window over here, bay window over there. So you've still got the view, and then that tower, which I don't know. This is probably gonna be a 2-story building, but that tower might be a 3rd story. I think that'll look pretty good. Added a bay window over there, and then just added this divide because I might get rid of this divide, but I'm thinking this is going to be 2 separate rooms, but I'm not sure yet. I used most of my oak wood, but I still have a little bit left. But I don't want every window to be a bay window, just so it'll be something unique, something a little different from the rest of the house. But yeah, so right now I need to figure out what I'm going to use for the roof, and what I'm going to use to fill in the walls that aren't bay windows. So I will be back in just a second. We finished outlining the walls. This is how I think I'm going to do the rest. Oops, my mouse is acting weird. Okay. Yeah, I think this is how I'm going to do the rest of the tower. So like this, and then there will be a layer of probably acacia wood around that, and then another layer of this. And I'll probably do that 2 more times. Whereas the rest of this over here, I'm about to make a stairwell and give everything a second story. And I think instead of going inwards, like a lot of people do, I'm going to go outwards. It might not be the whole thing going outwards, but just a little bit, kind of give it a more grand feeling, I guess you could say. But you know, it's getting along pretty well, so thought I'd just give that update and get back to work. So I've done quite a bit of work. I actually got 3 stacks of birch and 3 stacks of oak logs from TXY. That person's amazing. I've gotten so much stuff from them. So I decided to line the outside of the house with birch logs and have oak logs as kind of the pillars, kind of offset stuff. I'm going to need a little bit more birch and I'm going to need a little bit more oak to finish this, and that also, it really looks good with this. I think I might actually put another layer of oak up that line, and over here it kind of adds a bit more of a 3D effect to it. I also, if I can close this, I also decided instead of going out, I'll just either maintain or actually shrink a little bit, but I think I'm going to maintain the size. But as you can see, I went through and did this. I'm probably going to break through this and make this a floor and then go up an extra layer on that, whereas I'll go up a few more blocks and make a roof over here. I'll go up an extra layer over on that and then have some sort of spirally roof probably. I'm definitely going to stay heavy on the cobblestone on this part, and heavier on wood and stuff like that on this area right here. But we are pretty much done aside from the flooring of the second floor. It goes around like this. I really like the design. It's all been just, you know, off the top of my head for the most part. A little bit of inspiration from Green, but not totally. Got the windows. Oh, there's an invisible and looks like speed spider over there to avoid that. But as you can see, there's certain spots where there's just an extra layer of support from the oak wood, and that is kind of the divider, the birch wood, from the first story and the second story, and I'm not even started on the second story for the most part. So this would be kind of a bit of a mud room, and let's just fill that. So this can be just the mud room, just kind of a spot to come in, maybe throw in a few chests once I start decorating, maybe some carpets. Let's put a torch right there though. Then we get in here and we've got this really cool like zigzaggy archway kind of thing. I'm actually thinking about, kind of filling in so it's more striped than than just a solid layer right there to throw things off, kind of give it an extra bit of color. I might swap over to andesite at some point. I'm not sure if it's going to be polished or raw, but definitely thinking about swapping over to andesite. But I don't know, this texture pack makes cobblestone look pretty good in my opinion. So this could be like maybe the master bedroom or like a dining area or something. I think I might leave this kind of exposed. Then again, I might like kind of close it off and maybe put like a spruce door or a dark oak door, because spruce doors go, oh gosh, there's a creeper in my house. There's a creeper in my house. Not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I'm thinking about maybe making it a really big grand downward staircase right there to a basement. Maybe have like storage. Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. There we go. But yeah, having like a big grand staircase coming down here, maybe add half slabs just so it goes further. I'm gonna make this like a little lookout area. It's not gonna have a practical purpose, but it's still gonna look cool. Glass that over. Probably make some sort of wall right here. This could be another storage room, something like that. Might have a connector right here to allow access from the second floor to the tower. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the open floor plan, but I like the open floor plan and the 4.5 blocks over most of the ceiling. But yeah, so that is the progress so far. So I added another little change. So instead of having the exposed stairs all the way, I did that to connect those. And I might move that back one more block, but I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. And that is going to go all the way to the ceiling whenever I get that put in. And I've pretty much just about decided, so I am definitely going to connect this with oakwood slabs over to either that level or that level. And probably going to have like a swooping inwards design on the rest of the top of the house. I'm actually thinking about making some stone bricks because they would go with these colors, and I could make the floor stone brick, which would make the floor different, which I also really like to do to differentiate, the different levels, because that is wood, and that's going to be the next level's ceiling. And actually, that's the next level's floor is this level's ceiling, and so there would be stone here and maybe dark oak underneath to kind of throw off the color balance some. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on that. This is all for this recording. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a zombie right there. If you're new to my channel, so you can see what I've list, another great series is, what did I get from that? Not that great. But yeah, this is Martian Fusion signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Let us detonate tonight.